interview. Hi, my name is Beverly. I am a Chief Operating Officer and I am your Chief Empowerment Officer. As long as you're not calling them mom at the end of your interview like I did, you're going to be just fine. Yes, let's talk about it. One time when I was interviewing for a role in the healthcare industry, I was really vibing with the hiring manager. And one of the reasons why I feel we vibed so well is because she reminded me a lot of my mom. And I was very nervous during the entire process because I was entering a pivot. So I was going from retail ops to healthcare and the stakes were high for me. And so despite feeling very relaxed with this hiring manager, perhaps I was a little too relaxed. And at the end of the interview, I told this woman, "All right, I'll see you later, Mom." It just flew out of my mouth. And I stopped myself at the door and I thought to myself, maybe she didn't hear it. She heard it. And she goes, "Oh, so you're really feeling the role, huh?" And I went, "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry." I was so freaking embarrassed. And what if I told you that despite that flub, I still got an offer for that role? So if you are beating yourself up about interviews past, or maybe you were actively in an interview process and you are overthinking about the things you might have said or did, if they have told you that they are excited about you and are moving you forward, I want you to believe them. They are excited about you. Do not psych yourself out because I guarantee you that you will bring that energy into the next interview. And then we as hiring managers will look and go, "Wait, what happened? They crushed it last interview." Meanwhile, you're sitting around overthinking it, having no clue that they've already forgotten it. And that flub may be on the other side of a win for you. If you need a reminder of this before you head into your interview, send me a DM with the word rock. And I will send you an audio recording of yours truly hyping you up before your interview. Because if that's one thing I know for sure, is that you're going to rock it. These are the type of training heels you should be wearing if you are genuinely trying to become a heel girly for life. My name is Beverly. I've been wearing heels literally since high school. Here's my credentials. That's my picture day. First part of this series is on training your leg because it is not about training your ankles. Oh my gosh. It's about training balance, which means all of your muscles. And I give you a hack as to how to be able to do that very easily within your work week, okay? But now we're talking about shoes. Now, I've seen a lot of people in the comments talk about like dancers' heels and other things. Could not disagree more. As a longtime dancer, like formerly trained dancer, no, because a dancer heel is still a heel. If you're going from zero to heels, like absolutely not. This is what you're going to look up. 1.5 to 2 inch block heel with an ankle strap. Leather upper or vegan leather upper, whatever you choose. The most critical thing that you need to be doing right now is giving your muscles time, because if you follow part 1, I literally walk you through how to build the muscles, all of the muscles you need to be able to be a long time, like those Kate Zendaya's wearing. Yeah, you'll be like her. Most importantly, as you train, you need to give your ankle support while you're training your full leg. Reason it's a block heel is for stability. A lot of dancers' heels are these tiny, thin little heels. If you have not trained balance and trained stability yet, you're going to break your ankles or at least be in a lot of pain when you don't need to be. But somebody who's trained my friends to be able to sprint in heels, you're going to want to listen to me. The reason I said leather uppers or leather heels is because you want that shoe to mold to you. It should literally breathe as if it is a part of your foot. I have some heels that fit me more comfortably than gym shoes do, y'all. Big reason why shoes hurt when you are out and about is because they are poor quality. But what does that actually mean? Leather uppers, vegan leather uppers, anything like that, suede uppers sometimes too, if they're good quality, they will over time, when people talk about breaking them in, the real reason that you're breaking them in is because they're molding to your foot. If they mold to your foot, then it feels like an extension of you as opposed to a thing that you're teetering in. Here's some brands that I recommend that mid-range, especially on sales. When there's sales, y'all. Calvin Klein, Anne Klein, Steve Madden. Lulu's also has really good shoes. I've noticed that when I bought shoes from them, and they're actually having a sale right now. A lot of the shoes that I have bought from Lulu's have actually been really good quality, and I've worn them at events, weddings, different things like that, and I have not had a problem all night. But again, you are looking for a leather upper or vegan leather upper because these are the types of material, not polyester, not man-made. If you see man-made upper, when you look at the side of the shoe and says man-made materials, yeah. No. Because you want good quality shoes that you can sprint up and down in, dance all night in. And unfortunately, for a lot of shoes that are really cheaply made, they're gorgeous. Like they're really pretty to look at. I would be remiss if I didn't say that I have quite a few shoes that I thought were really cute, grabbed them for the cheap, but I also know that they are a different type of shoe. I'm not wearing them all night. You get what I'm saying? You can only get one pair, get one that is nude to your skin tone, If you can get more than one pair, get one in black, Get one in nude to your skin tone, and then get one in like a cream or a navy or another color that can easily go with other outfits. Because now you're going to be training in those shoes and you're going to be able to wear them consistently because they're going to go with almost every outfit. Because the important thing is that you are building consistency for yourself, building up muscle for yourself. And that is not just done by being in the gym or being in class 3 times a week. It is done by consistency. And this will help you do that because over time your shoes will mold to you and it'll feel like you're wearing a gym shoe. I'm telling you, make that investment. You can find Calvin Klein at TJ Maxx. You can find Calvin Klein at Burlington. You can find Steve Madden sometimes at Nordstrom's Rack. You can find these brands in stores that have discounts, and make sure you look at other brands too that have leather upper on them. There's so many brands that'll do that, but just look at the inside of the little thing. You want to be wearing heels for your Halloween outfit this year and you're tired of getting to the end of the night where you got to either be barefoot in the club or have flats in your purse or whatever, you're going to want to follow this protocol. So go to part 3. If you are trying to grow in your career, are neurodivergent, and have not locked in on utilizing this one superpower we have, what are you doing? Hi, my name is Beverly. I am a Chief Operating Officer and your Chief Empowerment Officer. Your girl did not get diagnosed with ADHD until she was 30, but the signs what they are. And one of the biggest signs, and when I tell you superpowers, is 2 words: pattern recognition. I have had CEOs call me psychic. I have had founders absolutely astounded when I have called their moves before they even say what they're going to do with their plans. I have saved millions of dollars for companies by seeing the pattern of where an issue is going to go and stopping it before it happens. I used to think this was just me being Beverly, and it wasn't until I surrounded myself with other really strong leaders who also have ADHD that I realized not everybody can do what we be doing, which makes you so special. So if you have ADHD in the workplace, I need you to lock into that gift, because that's what it is. I realized a lot of people cannot anticipate and pattern recognize at the speeds and lengths we can. But beyond that, you also will learn very quickly if your team and your company respects you and respects your ability. Because if you call a pattern out and say that something's going to happen before it does, and then it happens because they didn't listen to you, and they do not come back to you and recognize you for calling that out, it's time for you to go. It's time to go. There have been so many times where I've told senior leaders, if you don't do X, like Y and Z are going to happen. Y and Z happens. And then they look at me like, why did this happen? And I called it months ago. But that apology never comes, and that acknowledgement and recognition never comes. So that was my sign. Okay, you're not going to respect if I give you the heads up anyway. So I'm going to go to a place where they are going to respect that. And the organizations that locked in with me saw it as a superpower, and best believe we were cooking when the gas was hot. Okay. But a lot of people are threatened by that because they can't